Hello, parents. Welcome to online middle school. I'm Mr. Demoratz. This video is more to you. Um, I did an introduction video, and then I did a video to the students talking about how the day would work and expectations and the 10,000 things we need to get through to them, and they'll all figure it out. So this is to you. In middle school, as teachers, we know when a parent is bringing their first middle schooler into school because they are relentlessly scribbling down every bit of information that is said. Second child, they get dropped off at the door and go into the school. Third child, they might touch the brakes as the kid gets out because they're used to it. They know everything's going to be okay. Teachers are going to take care of it. What's different about this is none of us have done this before, but everything's going to be okay. Might not be perfect at first, but everything's going to be okay. Your kids are in a great place right now. Um, so I'm going to, if you are first time middle school parents, one of the rules of middle school is I teach my class. The rules of my class are not the same as the rules of the math teacher class. We have the same general rules, but there are differences. So I say this now just to make everyone's life easier and clearer. Okay, first of all, classroom supplies for my class. Working Wi-Fi, ability to sign into a computer, a good workspace for them. These are the classroom requirements right now. Um, One thing I will say, as you're looking at my screen, if you hear Schoology doesn't work on this computer, I don't know how good you guys are at Google. There is my Hanover Teacher Google icon. None of this works unless I'm signed into the correct Google. Learned over and over the years that students will try to sign into Schoology, but they're signed into their, you know, little Billy Superstar at gmail.com, and it's not going to work. So they've got to be sure, and this icon will tell them when I'm in person with them, and I'll help them with that the best I can. But if they're logged into Schoology, that means they know how to log into the Google for the school. So here are just some pro tips. Get yourself a PowerSchool account. PowerSchool will tell you your students' grades. It will tell you if your students are or are not doing work. If your students are responsible enough to have a phone, they should have PowerSchool on it, and they should have Schoology, but they really should have PowerSchool. But these two, they can check from their Chromebook. It's just a very productive thing to have. There is going to be a great technology. In elementary school, they didn't use technology that much. You might have thought they were using technology, but when you see what other school divisions do, they're not using technology that much. Of my 160 students, 30 of them have parents linked to their Schoology account as of this morning. It should be 160. So when I send out blast emails, it's going to be through Schoology. You've got to get yourself linked to your kid's Schoology account because I will send messages to the parents and to the students at the same time. When I send a message to a student, I CC you. They are now professional students. They're secondary students. The playground is gone. The lady that walks around with scissors to open ketchup packets in the lunchroom is gone. They're secondary students. They're not quite there yet, but they're on the way. So they will be treated. Writing emails, writing messages to teachers, getting carbon copied on emails is part of this. So you're going to see things get more professional with their teachers. That said, your students are going to go outside. They're going to have free time in my class. I'm going to tell them to draw something. I'm going to tell them to get a drink. This is going to be if they don't get a break from the computer, their heads are going to explode. My head would explode. So When they walk outside, oh yeah, I'm supposed to go outside for science. I'm supposed to do this with my phone, or I'm supposed to do this. Yeah, that's part of it. Yeah, Mr. Demoratz says I can have a soda whenever I'm working on my stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Mr. Demoratz said I can listen to music while I'm like doing my Nearpod. Well, so long as they can hear the YouTube videos. Think about when we work as adults. When I'm sitting here writing something or I'm doing spreadsheets or something like that, I'm listening to music. Whatever gets them productive, whatever works best for your child, that will help a ton. Um, I've told them if they have to go to the bathroom, they don't have to ask permission. They have to be responsible enough to come back. And that is something I'm going to tell. I told them in the video. You can be the smartest kid in the world, but if you can't work independently and get stuff done without someone over your shoulder, you are not going to be successful in life. Maybe they're not there yet as sixth graders, but the ability to work independently is huge. Someone has given you a task, you've done it correctly and returned it. That is a tremendous life skill to have. And they're going to be doing that a lot. They're going to be working independently. We will not Zoom for 80 minutes. Zoom will be open in the background. I'll directly talk to them for 15 or 20 minutes, and then it's going to be the software. The software that we have teachers have been waiting to use with your students for a long time. Um, Screen time is not bad if it's used properly. You're going to see, I'm going to have YouTube videos. They're going to they're going to enjoy my class. I really hope they do. But there are things, and just because I let them go to the bathroom without asking for permission, their math teacher might not. So my rules can be different than another teacher's rules. Um, but the basic thing is, we got this. Don't worry. If your Chromebooks didn't come, my daughter's in online school. She doesn't have a Chromebook yet. It's okay. It's okay. We'll figure it out. What I ask of your students is to be productive. Um, as a professional educator, I can tell when they're working hard. Some students will blitz through this and have everything done perfectly, and we're all great. Some students will take longer, and I know when they're working. That's all I ask is for them to do your best. Um, so you want to be a better student tomorrow than you were today. Just get a little better, just a little step in the right direction. But we got this. I have, if you want to contact me, Schoology is the best way. Get linked to your kids' Schoology accounts. Be sure your email's on there. Get Power School. If you see grades of mine with 49.9, that means they haven't turned it in. But they can turn it in because I'll tell them I don't let them off the hook. Some past teachers may have said, well, it's been 2 days. You can't turn it in anymore. Well, what's the point of that? They didn't do the work. The point of school is for you to know something and to remember it in July, not to cram it and only remember it for 2 days. So if they don't do something, and let's say it's 9 weeks, we're only 2 weeks in, they're gonna have 7 weeks to do it. I don't let them off the hook. The end of the 9 weeks lets them off the hook. Um, so I'm a little progressive and things like that, but the important thing is understanding science. Um, and understanding the way the world works around us. That's all science is. Why does this happen? Why does that tree grow? Why do we have bad storms when we see those clouds? Wow, why does water work this way? Why do my cracks pipe in the winter when I don't drip water? These are all things they'll figure out, and this is science. So we'll enjoy it. I look forward to working with all of them. This they're in a good place. So thank you.